Namaste all. I have a picture of Scott Weiland up on the screen. Someone asked me to do a reading of him and an afterlife reading. I'm not so familiar with Scott. I know that he did do, some of the bands he was in, different things that, and some of his music, but it really doesn't matter how familiar I am with him because the pendulum will tell the story, and we're going to read it that way. Okay, so let's just see what happens, okay? I'm willing to give it a whirl. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so the pendulum, as you can see, goes down quickly. It was heavy, and again showing that that form has passed. Okay, so it's resting there for a while, and it could very well be showing that there's still that heaviness there for him. Let's see if anything more takes place. Okay, so it is hard to lift, so it is quite weighted, this pendulum right now. It's weighted with his time in the world. It's still there with this heavy weight, like there hasn't been a whole lot of insight that he has yet, a whole lot of clarity yet, and it could very well be too that drugs are still in his energetic field. So I'm just feeling like this weight. I mean, there's like this ocean, and as if a brick just fell in it, and it's just resting there now in this heaviness. There's some weak attempts to lift. It's not really lifting. This isn't the most, you can see the difference in these energies, and this one is speaking for itself in this way. Okay, so it is attempting to lift, very weak, very, very difficult to do. So it's definitely still, in terms of his consciousness, very little. He hasn't been able to either sift through whatever fog he's in to allow some light to come in to penetrate too much, or he's pretty drowsy, he's pretty out of it. I do see smoke around him. I know what he smoked, what kind of substances. I see pills. I see a lot of that around his energetic field still. So, and that's the thing, when one dies with a lot of drugs in them, and there was a really difference with why are the names not coming now? The one that I just did, Chris Cornell, and he just was able to let go within that, but you can see this difference. Okay, the light really hasn't come through for Scott. So, and you can see it trembling. It's just trembling. There's a lot of shaky, wavy energy around him. Nothing that is feeling centered. It's a very jagged, shaky, heavy consciousness with little ability to see clearly right now. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to lift this up. It's hard to do, but I'm going to see if there's anything else that can be given as far as Scott Weiland goes. The one thing that's good is to see these differences, to see again how these energetic patterns remain, and they can remain for a long time, long time. It's just, boy, it's just got such a, what's the word? I guess I can say scattered, or nothing centered. It wants to keep pulling down to this heaviness. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. He's not free. Okay, there's no freedom for Scott at this time. He's bound still by his worldly choices he's made of his lifetimes. he's sunken down by them, and he's having a lot of difficulty lifting or looking or seeing. So he just, you know, kind of overpowers him. Okay, it's overpowering to him. So really, that's the main thing with him. Okay, you can see the energy. You see the energy going like crazy with that. It's just, there's just, I can't, there's really not a whole lot to bring out that would be clear words, or, you know, but if anything, one can see the difference here. So let's see if there's hope for Scott. I mean, there's always hope. Okay, so it's trembling. This you can see how it slows down, so small that, you know, there is a seed of hope in there, and it's really can only hope that he begins to see, begins to look. Some of this fog that he left in gets cleared away. Anything else that's beneficial with Scott? Not at all. Okay, so that's the end of it. Hope this was interesting, if anything. Have a good night. Bye.